Are you speaking life over yourself? This is a question I want you to really ask yourself this week. Are you speaking life over yourself? And here's what I mean by that. You cannot depend on anybody else to wake you up in the morning with a motivational call or to be there in the exact moment that you need them to encourage you. You have to be able to speak life over yourself. This could literally be the difference between you winning and you losing. Speaking life over yourself could literally be the difference between you being sick and you being healthy, between you being broke and between you being abundant. Right in between those things is how you speak to yourself. You ever notice that when you have a friend or a loved one that is going out for a new job or a promotion or a new business or something like that, you speak so much life over them. You encourage them. Girl, you can do it. You got this. You may not know how, you may not have the money, but you're going to make it happen. You're going to pull through. When there's somebody in your life that you love that's going through illness, you say the same thing. I don't know how, but God's got you. There's healing. It's going to happen for you. You're going to get well. You speak life over that person because you know that your words have power. But why is it that when it comes to ourselves, we forget that your words have the same amount of power and actually more power when applied to yourself? So you have to be the one to always speak power over yourself. Speak prosperity, abundance, peace, health, both mentally, physically, emotionally. You don't have to know how it's going to work out, but you have to consistently give yourself a message of, I'm going to win. I'm going to beat this. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to do this thing that I've had in my heart. I'm going to start this business. I'm going to, find love. I'm going to be able to have kids. Whatever it is that's the desire of your heart, you have to speak life over yourself. And it makes me think about a lot of my time in my 20s. I don't talk about this a lot, but my 20s were so rough. I'm good at painting a good picture, but my 20s were so rough, y'all. I was suffering from PCOS in my 20s. I got diagnosed at probably like 23. And when I tell you all those symptoms hit me hard, including losing my hair, my ovaries were in pain constantly. I could barely walk. And meantime, I was working as a banker full-time and running a fashion business. It was no time. On top of that, I was getting migraines 4 days a week. I don't know if I can express to y'all the hell and the suffering that it is to have a migraine every day of your life. And you still have to go to work and you still have to perform. I was in such a dark place that's when I realized the difference between life and death for me is being able to speak to myself in those quiet moments. Back in the day, I had a pastor. And I was in such a bad way mentally. And I called him one night and we went to like IHOP or something. And, I was just really looking to lean on him for encouragement because I just felt so like to the edge and so through and I couldn't catch it back together. And you know what he said to me? It was so surprising. He said, Nikki, this is going to be one of the only times I do this because you need to be able to do this for yourself. You cannot expect to lean on anybody in life to always pick you back up. Of course, we all need a support system, but you have to build up a type of strength where you can speak yourself through anything. And y'all, I never forgot that. He told me that at about 23 years old, and I never forgot that. And that advice came in so handy. It came in handy all the times that I was on my bed by myself, sick, didn't know how I was going to get out of bed, didn't know how I was going to go produce a show or do a fitting with a migraine. How was I going to go to work? Y'all, I was a banker and not just a teller. I had the keys. Do you know how much pressure that is to have a migraine and you have to unlock the bank? If you don't show up, the bank is locked. That's where I was at. And I had to literally talk to myself and go, I'm going to get through it. I don't know how, but I'm going to get through it. I don't know how many days I can tell you that I've had migraines. And for hours in my head, I'll just repeat to myself, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to get through this. It's going to pass. It's going to pass. That was the thin line between me falling prey to the pain and me getting through the pain. You don't know how many times I've been overdrawn, broke, $0 to the wall. And I may not have known exactly where my next dollar was coming from or how soon it was going to come or how I was going to make it. But I had to, in those dark ass moments, speak to myself and say, you know what? You're going to pull through this. I don't know how, but you're going to pull through this. You're going to get the money you need. Having faith, right? This is why I say Religion aside, we're all talking about the same thing. This is called having faith. Being able to speak life over yourself is being able to say, I know a positive outcome is going to be there. I don't know how, but I'm just going to speak that into existence. The same way that you use your words to power up people around you, you got to use those same words to power yourself up. So I just wanted to come through and share that with y'all today. You don't have to know how it's going to work out. You don't have to know, but you have to speak power. You have to speak life over yourself, because that is going to set in motion the very healing you're looking for, the very abundance you're looking for, the opportunities you're looking for come from those life-giving words that you speak out of your mouth. So whatever you're going through right now, I want you to take 2 seconds and say to yourself, I'm going to get through this. It's going to get better. This is just my bouncing off place. I haven't even gotten good yet. This is just the beginning. It's going to get so great for me. Say that to yourself. Take 2 minutes to do that every day. And you're going to see things turn around for you, I promise. All right? Have a good one.